Welcome back to another edition of Having a Crack with Big Mac, Rosco and John Boy. And we are at the best part of the evening tonight where we delve into the loose segment. But tonight's a little bit different. You know why? Because we've been joined by one of our close mates. His name's David, Dav. Numerous different things.
A lot of names.
A lot of names. He's a ripping fella. Drives trucks for a living, furniture removalist and deliverer. An all-round good guy. And he's joined us tonight to experience what we do on this podcast, which is enjoy delicious whiskies. But for this loose segment, everyone's had a bit of a pick of the bunch from what we've got on the back bar here. So I'm going to let the boys tell you what they've decided to choose this evening, starting with Jono.
All right, going with me. Well, that makes sense because it's a big box that is blocking your view of me. You can't actually see me at the moment because I'm hiding behind it.
That is true.
So it's a Shui Jing Fang.
Xi Xi Feng.
So, I was looking for an unopened bottle of Macca's to crack open, and he's like, "Oh, you know what you could have? You can try this Shui Jing Feng."
Yep.
Is that right?
Shui Jing Feng, yeah.
Now, it's got over 600 years of distilling history printed on the box, and those are the only words I can read on it.
You sure? You want to have a go at any of those other ones?
I can work out some characters. It's got 4 river water. And
Do you speak Chinese?
no, well, there's an overlap between the Chinese characters and the Japanese characters.
Oh, there you go.
Smart
Learned something
man,
new.
Johnny, smart man.
That's why he's on the pod, mate. We're paying him the big bucks.
But that's about the only characters I can read, and that only makes up about 3% of what's on the box. But anyways, it's a very impressive one. And it's the box was like completely sealed in with like what you said
Pegs?
they were
I guess you'd call them pegs. Yeah, keys.
Little pins almost.
Yeah.
Pins. Yep.
So, 3 pins at the bottom you have to pull out, and then you can lift up the box on top.
Which the pins were also of it looks like almost a line with a dressing of some sort over its head.
Like a distressed sort of pin that looks really ancient sort of style.
Yeah.
The whole box is spot on. This is a very impressive box.
Yeah, and the bottle itself is absolutely beautiful. I mean, they've got actual like traditional
And characters.
traditional artwork printed on the bottom of the bottle that you can see when you're looking, from the sides. I'll pass it around. So give it to Dave first so we can have a look at that.
Give us a bit of a history on this one, Macca. Where'd this bottle come from?
From work. All right, freebie from work.
Freebie from work.
I heard this might have fallen off the back of a truck. Dave might have drove.
Off an ambulance transport truck.
Unfortunately, we don't deliver alcohol, but if we did, geez, this bar will be triple.
So it's currently online. It's a 500ml bottle. It's currently online at a few different places, which will go off Dan's because that's probably the most attainable of the lot. It is $167.99. So at some point in time, it was $200 from what I saw, but it's come down a little bit because demand may be slightly less and supply is obviously a little bit more. So it's sitting at $168.
I mean, I must buy that just for how pretty it is.
Yeah, it's an impressive looking bottle. Straight off the cuff, presented well. It's all done the right things there with that one.
So it is a Baiju. For those that aren't aware, Jono, you want to mention what a Baiju is? It's no, you don't? So the legend dates back to 1408 when distilling master Wang set off to find the ideal place to develop his masterpiece. Searching for the best grain and water source for his recipe, he travelled across China and eventually came to Chengdu, an area known as the Land of Abundance. There he dug a well at the confluence of 2 rivers and established Shuijing Distillery. Shuijing Distillery's distilling techniques ensured its prestige through the Yuan, Ming, Qing, or Qing dynasties. Generations of master distillers continued to enhance and refine Master Wang's original recipe to create the lineage of exquisite and luxurious baijiu, Shui Jingfeng has developed today into a top baijiu brand in China, expressing Chinese classical elegance, displaying lingering dynastic charm, embodying the fine heritage of Chinese culture, and on the interior surface of the bottom of the bottle, which is concaved into a hexagon, are 6 intricate paintings of scenic spots in Chengdu. So that explains that.
You definitely notice them. Fantastic.
So you've got yours, Johnny. So we'll let you crack that open, and we'll move on to Rosco and see what he's picked for this evening.
So, yeah, Mac, I always enjoy getting around here to have a drink in your bar, and I've got a bottle of water at the minute because you haven't even hooked me up with a drink, have you? Let's be honest, I didn't select that bottle.
There's a blood knock sitting right in front of you, which is an ember cast that Dav picked for you.
That's me cracking a bottle of water. Thanks, Macca.
Mm-hmm. So what are you going to pick?
Well, if I was having my choice, Johnny selected a nice drink there, and I've had the one that Dave's going to choose shortly in a minute, and I've had the drink you're drinking too, so if I was going to choose something, do you have that Lagavulin down the bottom hidden away, that 16-year-old somewhere where you can't even buy them anymore? You got a little hidden bottle of that?
I don't even have it.
No?
No, I've gone through that one.
Well, there's a lot of unopened bottles up here, Macca, so you sure you're not hiding it down the bottom somewhere?
Yeah, I'm dead certain.
I might have a Lagavulin at home. 16-year-old.
Johnny's hiding
Johnny
it.
had
That's
it.
where he's getting it. Can't even buy them these days, and it's the best. But anyway, I haven't actually chosen anything. I'm sure you got plenty of things for me to drink up here. Let me have a look, and I'll get
You have
back
a look. Dav, what were you drinking, mate?
Well, obviously, originally I said that blood knock, but I've seen these Japanese ones.
Oh, you want a Javi? All right. Which one?
We'll go to one on the left there. I can't read it. I'll go to blue because
Kiriyoshi.
blue is the colour.
Blue is the colour. All right. Dav's chosen the Kiriyoshi.
Right. Max getting that one down. Swinging back to mine, it's a very interesting bottle because I've taken the lid off and then there's another seal on it, which I do not know how
How
to...
does that work?
Like, give that a look.
Give me that. Yeah.
Got to rip it off.
Pretty sure historically, Johnny, that bottle was like the biggest bogan in the village would just tear it off with his teeth. He's probably missing half the teeth.
You struggling?
But
Yeah, have a look at that.
push down on it then, or maybe it's the unopened bottle you can never open.
You
it.
tried pouring it yet?
I haven't tried
Give me
for
a glass.
So what's Dave got?
Kiriyoshi.
Japanese whiskey.
Yeah, that was Jono's one that he brought out. The Kiriyoshi. Was that the one that bullshitted about its history or something like that, wasn't it?
Well, after that, we've worked out that a lot of them
Similar.
are similar in that they
They don't have certainties.
they import the new make.
Shit. Smell that.
That's interesting.
How good does that smell? Give that a smell.
Give me that in my glass too, then, please.
Wow.
Wow, wait.
Just give us a little bit, not too much.
That's pretty...
I've had rice one before,
Unique.
mate. Travelled to Japan.
Have ya?
Sorry, travelled to China.
Where's the lid?
Over here.
That smells so good.
It's very different from what we're usually having here.
Go for it, Dav. You pour yourself a Kiriyoshi.
Okay, mate, I'll just finish my water first.
Well, while they're doing that, and before they give you their tasting notes on the Shui Jingfeng, I've opted for my Ratu go-to rum, which is one we tried a few episodes ago, which is the Fijian rum. Bloody delicious. What are you getting on notes?
This is a tricky one. It's kind of almost lemony, is it?
It was sweet, like lollies and lemons.
I was getting a bit of almost bubblegum.
Yeah.
Bubblegum and rice.
Yeah.
Well, rice makes sense, but yeah, a little bit of bubblegum on it.
Sniff. Yeah, it's just, it's some form of lolly. It has to be.
38%.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yep.
So a little bit under your standard sort of drinks,
Still over enough to be not a liqueur though.
which is 35? 30.
35. Yeah. What's it taste like?
Interesting.
Smooth?
Smooth.
Have you tried yours?
Doesn't taste very good.
Really?
Nosing's good. Taste is...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to describe that.
Well, Jono said it's smooth. What did you?
It's smooth. It's a drink that you can drink. It's not terrible, but its flavour profile is weird.
That's
Yeah, but
weird.
remember, you're not drinking a whiskey.
No, but remember, this is a cooking material we're using here.
I just mean as in, yeah. It's hard to get anything Do you have a process on that? It's obviously aged in barrels and whatnot, is it?
It was a bit of a spur of the moment decision there, so I'm not going to have anything prepared. What I read you out is pretty much all I'm going to be prepared to look up tonight.
This was a gift. You didn't buy this.
I've got 2 of them that I've got for free through work.
Hopefully you're going to give them out as
My
gifts.
previous work.
Because I don't think you're going to drink them.
I nearly sold them. I had a couple of people that were interested in buying them, and then that was when they were at $200 or so, and then that fell through.
eBay Marketplace.
Well, just hold on to it. You never know if the owner of the distillery or family or something like that sell it or whatever it might happen. Could be worth a bit of money.
I can tell you they put a lot of work into the presentation of the box and not so much into the flavour of the drink.
But remember, you're not a Bijou's drinker.
Hey, I'm just saying nosing is nice, but drinking is...
Because you're not a Bijou drinker. So that's where it's still going to play a role. It'd be no different to saying to a Bijou drinker, are you a whiskey drinker? No. And then giving them whiskey, they'd say it tastes like fucking Astros.
You can sell this as much as you want, Macca, but you're not drinking it. I am drinking it, and it is no good.
You had a hard on for that as soon as you smelt it. You're like, oh, yep, pour me one of those.
I had a little nosing it, and I thought, oh, I'll have a little drink of that. Why not? I'm never going to have a chance to drink this bottle again, am I? I'm not. Well, I know I'm not. But I know I'm not going to. So you're stuck with it now.
Yep, nice one. Johnny, do you like it?
No, I'm not going to get it again, I don't think.
No.
But
At least you tried it.
Yeah, it's good to try. Definitely give it a go once.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just can't describe it. It's very weird.
Strange. Well, anyway, enough about us talking about drinks and all that sort of stuff. We have got some very, very special segments for this evening. Now, Dav, to give you an idea what we do with a loose segment, there is usually some weird news from John Boy. There's some decisions, some really, really tough decisions that you're going to have to make through from myself, and then you'll be hit in the last bit with Rosco's hard and spicy truths.
Looking forward to it.
You'll be enthralled and embraced in this loose segment, mate. But let's kick it all off with the weird news for this evening. Here it is.
You're fucking weird.
And Johnny, you are going to light us up this evening with whether or not it's been a bad day, a good day, a mediocre day, or a bit of a community day, since we've had a few community-themed weird news stories from around the globe, mate. So fill us in. The floor is yours, mate.
I mean, there's been plenty of news this week.
Oh. Not royal news. We don't need that.
No, okay. In that case, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing else going on in the world right now. So let's pack up.
No. We're going to hit the real hard news stories, mate. That's what we're going to do.
All right. Well, last time we caught up, I had some prepared just in case we got time for it, but, we didn't.
Good, man.
So I'll crack those ones open as well tonight just to get them done.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I like to hear.
And, all of us being Aussie, we might have heard this one before, but there was a Launceston thief who scooped up coins from the monkey enclosure pond. He
What?
He was, and they've put out an announcement saying, "Oh, you are at risk of contracting herpes."
Hold on, a monkey enclosure pond.
Yeah, so Launceston Zoo.
In the zoo.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a Launceston Zoo.
Of course there is, man. There's one in every city.
Yeah, every city has
Fucking
a zoo.
There's a zoo in Mansfield, you peanut.
Are you all right?
There's no zoo in Mansfield.
Yeah,
100%.
What, your uncle's backyard?
There's a zoo in Mansfield, mate.
There's fucking lions at
We
Mansfield
got
Zoo.
lions at the Mansfield Zoo.
No, there's not.
There is. 100%.
In Mansfield.
Yep.
That's a lie.
Swear to God.
Show me it. Where's the fucking...
There is.
Bring it up on the
I'll
internet.
bet you any bottle up on the top shelf back that there's a Mansfield Zoo.
With lions.
That's a lie.
Yeah?
Where is it?
Any bottle?
Which You're probably talking about Mansfield in fucking UK or something. Where?
Which bottle?
Where in Mansfield?
Which bottle do you want to pick?
The fucking swishing fuck.
Yeah, no thanks. Anyway, let's get back onto the topic here.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Herpes?
I was looking at Mansfield too.
Is it there? No, they're full of shit.
Google was telling me there's a zoo there.
There's definitely a Mansfield Zoo.
You can't call a guy's backyard a fucking zoo.
No, it's a zoo. It's zoo enclosure. It's like you go and buy tickets to go to it.
How much is a ticket?
Probably $50.
That's a rip-off.
They got llamas as well.
Oh, llama's not a...
They're your favourite animal, the old llama.
Mate, they're there to fucking scare the foxes and that's it.
Macca, your llama is your favourite. It's almost your.
I hate them. They spit.
Yeah.
Your mate. Now, there is absolutely a Mansfield Zoo.
I'm glad I did a better one.
With lions.
4.9 stars on Google reviews. I saw.
So we're going up there one time. We can have a look.
No need, mate.
Shit. Okay. Kick on with the rest of the story there, Johnny.
I don't know how much else you can really divulge. A guy has broken into the zoo to steal coins out of the pond. So people are throwing coins into the pond, making wishes and whatnot. He's going, oh yeah, I need a few bucks. I don't know what he was going to buy with them. You know,
Lucky people are throwing the coins in the bloody monkey enclosure, not the alligator fucking enclosure, because his bloke wouldn't be diving in there, would he?
Yep. So he's thrown him in. Oh no, sorry, he's gone in to go and steal the money.
yeah.
And are you saying he's contracted herpes
Oh, the zoo's warning that he is at risk of contracting herpes.
because of the water, or because the monkey kissed him?
Oh, 'cause there's monkeys in there, you know. I don't know. I don't know if he had direct contact with the monkeys or if they're just like, you know, the monkeys are swimming around in it so much as herpes throughout the water. You know, you're gonna get something.
Sounds like a bit of monkey play.
I tell you what, he's probably more likely to get herpes. He's probably got fucking monkeypox.
It's science.
So he's got it from the water, you're saying?
Yeah, he jumped. I don't know, potentially. I guess the monkeys come up to him, and I don't know if you're dumb enough to jump in a pond, you probably monkey is going, little guy, how's it going?
So did he get in trouble for breaking in the first place?
I haven't actually followed up on this one. You know, part of it, they could just be a smoke and mirrors. They're just trying to smoke them out, sort of thing. It's like, yeah, you could have monkey herpes. You better come in and get checked. And gotcha.
Well, the only person on this podcast that we can ask about herpes is Rosco. So.
Come on, mate. That's a low one, that one.
What's the difference between regular herpes and monkey herpes, Rosco?
When I was younger, in my young days, I used to try and get more STDs to fight off the STDs I already had.
It's science.
Oh, wow.
So is this guy being caught yet, or?
I haven't, like I said, I haven't followed it up.
Okay, because it'd be interesting how much money he actually
I can't imagine.
retrieved from the pond.
Oh, well, how much would you expect? Like
Oh,
$20?
Not a lot.
All right, moving on.
Enough for a dirty mag from 7-Eleven, or
Yeah, well, that's a winner too. I mean, obviously, this bloke, he's got fucking too much time on his hands to be swimming in the fucking monkey enclosure to get bloody coins. Why don't you go get them from fucking work? You get paid more, surely. You don't get rabies.
Yeah, that is a fair point. That's all with that one, Johnny?
yeah, that's about it.
All right. Kick us on to the next one, mate.
All right, this one, bit of a time travel for you guys. Now I'm sure you all remember you wouldn't steal a movie advert that used to play before
the
DVDs.
DVDs.
Piracy, the old piracy.
Piracy, yep.
Used to come on at the cinemas all the time. You weren't allowed
Yes.
to-
Yep, cinemas, all that sort of stuff.
The bloke having a great time because he's got his friends around, he's watching it properly, and then the bloke that's trying to pirate, and everyone's going, you're fucking shit, mate. You fucking pirated DVDs.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff. They reckon that might have attributed to more piracy.
What, that campaign?
Yeah.
Really?
Because, you pirated a movie and you don't have to put up with that shit, you know? You bang straight into the movie. You buy a DVD, you're skipping through like 8 fucking anti-piracy shit,
It's true. That is true.
and a few trailers, and before you finally get into the movie.
But did you ever, again, not incriminating here, but you probably went to a friend's joint at some point and you had a pirated, DVD of some sort, and did you ever watch any of the ones where they'd be filming in a cinema and you watch some fucking idiot's head just walk across?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know one or two. I wouldn't say a lot, but you definitely come.
Early days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was early days, yep.
Yeah.
Before it was sort of ripped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're young, you don't care so much about that. When you're old, it's like, I don't have time for watching a shitty version. I want a good quality one, and
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, you're right. I think the first ever one I reckon I ever watched that was pirated was brought back from Bali, and it was Jackass, the first Jackass movie, and it was great to be able to watch that because I was waiting forever for it to come out on VHS or DVD, but it was horrendous in terms of looking back at the quality. It was just shocking. Filmed in the cinemas, just garbage, absolute garbage.
back then as well, we used to have like such a delay for movies coming out in Australia. It used to be like an 8-month delay for something to come out here versus the US, and it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Obviously,
But now you see like obviously with Netflix, I saw I think it was a Netflix movie got released at cinemas, and then 2 weeks later it's on Netflix. It's like, what's the point?
Yes,
The Grey Man or something. I can't recall the name. It's something, the Grey something.
Yeah, well, Disney's not much better at the moment. What, they release a movie and, a month, 2 months later? 2 months, I'll say. Yeah, you can watch on Disney Plus. So it's like, almost like, why am I bothering with going to the movies?
That's it.
Very nice. So that's all for that story, really?
Yeah, that's about it for that one.
All right. Get us on to the next one, mate.
All right, this one I'm, a bit more, calling BS on. But...
Already?
Yeah, well, so this one they've advertised as a Guinness-fueled man runs width of Ireland in a day. So
A what?
Guinness-fueled man runs the width of Ireland in a day.
The width of Ireland.
Yeah.
Have you checked to see what the width of Ireland actually
distances.
is? That's what we want to know here.
I know a good mate of mine. He's running some fucking big kilometres.
Who?
Your big dog, Ro Lawrence.
Is he? What's he doing?
He's chucking his runners on in the morning, going for a run.
Oh, yeah?
What for?
He's getting ready for the Melbourne Marathon.
Is he?
Yeah, we'll sponsor him.
What? Through the pod?
Yeah, the podcast will sponsor him.
We
Isn't this
haven't got
tax
any
write-off,
money.
Macca? We'll sponsor the big dog Ro. I reckon he'll get in the top 200 for sure.
Well,
reckon?
we can give him some whiskey before he starts and see if he finishes.
That's a better idea.
That's a good tactic.
You know what will set him off? We'll give him some shui jing fung. That'll get him going.
I tell you what, I had some shui jing fung and I think I just got COVID. It's that bad. I wouldn't even clean my drains with a Macca.
This just in, we've actually just got the shui jing fung guys. They've just told us exactly what's actually in the product. It's
Yep. It's made with bits of real panther, so you know it's good.
I finally got a chance to use that.
It could taste like panther. There's a bit of panther in that. It's a lot of COVID.
I imagine that's what paint clean tastes like.
It's about that.
Yeah.
Smells great, but it's fucking poison. Yeah.
Anyways, width of Ireland, 275 kilometres.
So 275k for the width, and you're running that in a day. That's what he's saying.
Maximum you can run in a day is like 100 kilometres. I mean, you can run further, but like you're fucked.
Well, what was Shane Crawford doing when Shane Crawford did that run? You know, Ambler, you're a Hawthorn supporter.
Listen,
Sure.
you can run a marathon's 42 kilometres, and you can run it in like 2 hours and a bit, but you can only run 2 of them.
2 hours.
Yeah. Look, physically it's possible to run 250 kilometres in a day, I guess.
That's fucking hard.
That's a lot.
Well, it's like...
That is a
it's like-
lot.
I guess if you ran it at a good pace, you could run that in like 16 hours straight, 250 kilometres.
250 kilometres would be from here to Traralgon.
Yep.
So you're running that in a day, I reckon.
I'm assuming that's at the widest point. Actually, there's they're saying 215 kilometres here in the article. So
Versus, what did we say, 250?
I said 275 originally.
Oh, okay.
So
That's 60 k's. That's like
That's a big
here
difference.
to the city and
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So here to nearly Geelong.
So if it's 215, that's still almost Traralgon. We're talking Morwell, maybe. Check the distance from Kilsyth to Traralgon.
No thanks.
What's no thanks?
No way. Who gives a fuck about Morwell?
Morwell's all right.
What do they got down there? Hey, listen, I got pace required to win a marathon, right? Is 5 minutes and 40 seconds per kilometre.
5 minutes and 40 seconds per kilometre.
Yeah.
I can do that.
With your eyes closed?
It's like elite marathon runner. That's elite marathon runner level. So it's physically possible to run 215
But is this
kilometres a day.
guy an elite marathon runner? This is what we want to know.
Well, no, he's Guinness fueled and he's running across Ireland.
Oh, he's got to be someone that has been training for marathons and crap. But yeah, No, like I was calling bullshit because all he did was drink one pint of Guinness before he started.
And then did the run.
You'd be chundering that too. You can't run with a belly full of Guinness.
It's probably the only thing he ate that whole day. He hadn't eaten anything. And he was just drinking water at the next interval anyway, just flushing it out anyway. So, yeah, he wouldn't throw up.
I think it's full of shit. I think you're right, Johnny. That's definite fake news, I reckon.
Oh well, he might have actually had. He probably did have the pint, but
What was his name?
Oh fuck,
Ewan McGregor.
Robert Pope.
Oh, we're getting Robert Pope on the pod. Fucking
Old Popey.
Pope.
Anyone watch Animal Kingdom during the week?
No, why? During the week, I thought it was all over.
Yeah, it is. Last week, did you watch it?
Oh, so is that, as in they've got fresh episodes and all that stuff. So that was the last episode.
Did you watch it?
No, I've never watched an episode in my life.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
I thought the whole fucking series was done years ago.
Finished last week.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Character's name in it is Pope.
Is he? Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's what made me think of it. Maybe you boys watch it. It's a good show.
Is he a good bloke?
Top show. Nearly as good as Married with Children.
Oh, maybe I'll watch it one day.
Married with Children, fuck quality show.
Do you remember Married with
Dave, you
Children?
ever watched Married with Children?
I'm assuming I have a long time ago. I
Yeah.
can't recall it.
Fucking get somebody who knows some fucking good shows, would you?
Fucking hell.
You too.
I don't think anyone knows your show.
I think Roscoe's still got Voxel.
Optus TV.
The old Optus TV.
Fucking Roseanne and shit on there. Yeah. Who watches that crap?
Reruns of Drew Carey and The Nanny.
Drew Carey. And name friend.
Probably all fucking primo TV over there in Ireland where this bloke's coming from.
Probably not. That's probably why he's running across the width of it. It's like, fuck, I got nothing else to do here.
What do you got next, mate?
Next up, builder knocked unconscious when he was hit with a bottle of pee, which was dropped from a 50-meter crane.
A bottle of pee.
Yeah.
Plastic. This is the thing here. You got to work this out.
Anyway, regardless, he's still alive. He was just knocked unconscious. And this would definitely happen.
You piss in a bottle and then drop it out of a crane.
The crane operator's going to have a piss in a bottle up on top of the crane, isn't he? He's not
Can't you
going
just piss out of the crane?
Well, yeah, you could do that too, I guess.
Because then you're not going to knock anyone out.
Well, he probably thought it was a clear run to drop it in the bin. And he just got confused with the bloke standing there with a hard hat on. He thought he was a bin. He dropped it in the I mean, this shit happens all the time on the job site. I'll tell you, there's a few stories I could fucking share, but anyway, we won't get
I'll
into
save
that.
it for the spicy treat.
That's a good point. This would more happen on a union site, wouldn't it?
This would more happen on an Indian fucking building site, wouldn't it? It doesn't specify it was in Australia.
Dav's eyes would just roll, just going, huh?
This should happen on a building site every day of the fucking, in every country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
Piss in a bottle, throw it out the
Well, the
fucking
crane operator, what's he going to do? He's sitting up there. You know what they do? They climb up the fucking stairs. They don't come down for smoko. They only come down for lunch.
You'd be smoking out the crane, surely.
No, but smoko's like your 20-minute
Break.
break. Or whatever. You know what? I know union sites. They do fuck all anyway. The bloke who sits up there all day, just moves a crane fucking for like 3 hours, does fuck all else. But yeah, so he would definitely piss in a bottle, and then he would throw it off the edge, trying to hit someone if he could. And if you're close enough to walk it in.
So you reckon he was aiming for him on purpose?
I'd say so.
Yeah, that would hurt. I mean, it depends. Was the lid on or off? You know?
That's a good question.
Go to the
You
soccer
could wear it.
Go to the soccer nowadays.
I don't think
can't
you could
have
wear it. You reckon if you dropped the bottle, say 50 metres?
It's 8 floors, about.
Oh, it's
8th floor.
That's a decent height.
Well, that's close to 50.
So we're talking about Franklin or a fucking water bottle that we got here tonight. You're pissing in that.
Or Gatorade. You know,
Yeah.
it's been
Gatorade's hard, though.
Yeah, fucking oath, it's better.
And a Gatorade's a lot easier to piss into than
Exactly.
one of these
Fair
little
point.
bottles.
It's got a bigger opening at the top. So.
What are we saying here, boys? You've all got wide
I've
knobs.
definitely done a lot of pisses in the Gatorade bottle in the past.
A few chodes.
And then throw them out the window. Is that what you're
Actually,
doing?
I have pissed into a Gatorade bottle on the way to the airport. And we were running late. I was in the back seat. I'm like, really need to take a whiz. We really need to take a whiz. You know, had a few beers, had a few drinks before going to the airport. I was like, we're fucking running late already. Just fucking piss in the Gatorade bottle.
It's got to be done, mate. Sometimes when nature calls.
What have you done? It's filtered already.
It was open.
Yeah. Did you not think it was open?
How come Dave's getting looked after with the good drinks and I'm sitting here drinking bloody COVID-19?
So I'm the guest, mate, you know.
What do you want?
Well, I still haven't chose what I want off the bloody top shit. Where's your other Lagavulin?
There's a Lagavulin 8-year-old. Grab
16?
that.
No, 16.
There's no 16.
And he's got that 11-year-old there.
Well,
Nick Hoffman.
another unopened bottle, Macca.
That is
that
open.
What you're saying?
No, that's open. Look at it. You can see the white. It would have been black otherwise.
No, that's not.
Like, yes, it is.
It's not torn on the top.
Bullshit.
Unopened.
Do you really want to have something you already had before?
Nah.
No.
But you've got so many unopened bottles is what I'm trying to point out here.
You got the Bakery Hill.
You know what I was looking at? Give us some Bundy from down the far end. What do you reckon? Macca want to mix us up a Bundy?
You want a Bundy?
Yeah, what do you got? Some Bundy for us? Can't be worse than this shit. So,
Do you want the one that the Bundy liqueur that you really liked?
or what else is the other bottles?
The Christmas one.
Up there? Nah, just what else is up the top there? What your other Bundies you
The
got?
blenders or the...
Is anything good up there?
Do you want a Ronza Kappa?
No, you know what I saw today on Facebook was that Bundy and Bundy and passion fruit premix cans. Yeah, have
it's in
you
the
seen
fridge.
them? Oh, fucking hello!
Like that.
That's what I'll jump on now.
All
I'll
right.
be tasting that out.
Go for it. Here we go.
Righto, guys, I've just ran over to the fridge. Look what I have here.
Bundy and passion fruit.
Well, this could be a winning drink, Macca.
I
Where's
am
your glass? I'll
slightly
give you half a
jealous.
glass.
That looks good.
I'll have a smidge because
Well, you have the can here. I'll
You
drink
haven't
that
had it
out.
before?
No.
There you go.
I only had one can sitting there. I don't want the whole thing because
How's Coo to know about this?
Yeah, I saw it on my Facebook.
Oh,
I knew I was coming out of Macca's and I knew Macca would have a glass. Fucking thank you very much.
kiss me a shot. Thank you very much.
I don't think I want more than a shot. Who is it? Good.
Yeah, different to that campfire one. Thanks. Do we have that campfire? Is that in a can or in a bottle?
Campfire. I've got in the can. It's still in the fridge. There's still one in there,
Yeah, that's a pretty good drink too, isn't it?
and I've got the bottle sitting right there.
Yeah, so Bundy have changed everything they used to do. They used to just do one bottle of Bundy and that was their only thing. Now they're doing everything.
I mean, it's nice.
You still taste the Bundy.
Yeah, isn't
It's not as good as campfire. The campfire's better.
The passion fruit's still pretty strong.
Yeah, hold on to that. You drink that. Chase it.
No. Fuck, I've already got Canadian here as well.
All right. Well, Johnny, you try that then.
I got a shot of it. It's fine.
You guys not happy with it?
Oh, you
That's not bad.
You required it, mate. You drink it.
Yeah, you did open it. There you go, Johnny. You can have the rest of that.
I just finished off the COVID-19 or whatever.
Me and Johnny could be the world of hurt tomorrow.
All right, this one's a bit more weirder. Nigeria seizes donkey penises to be smuggled to Hong Kong.
They're seizing donkey penises, is it?
Yep. Nigerian officials have seized thousands of donkey penises that were about to be exported to Hong Kong.
What for?
Very good question.
Going in delicate foods over there, I'm sure. The high-end restaurants, the chefs are putting donkey cock in the dishes in the Hong Kong restaurant, I reckon.
Making 3 penis wine or something, you know.
That's a weird thing to seize.
Yeah. Well, let's try and find out why. Why?
You know, so like, if the donkey's going to die anyway and then they just cut its dick off, well, at least. No, I mean, if the donkey's already dead, like it's dead, and they're like, well, what are we going to do with the donkey? Because they're only going to get eaten by other animals anyway.
That's a fair point.
But if we can cut the dick off the animal and sell it, and they actually make money to this community or something, there's a positive out of it. And in the end, it's going to Hong Kong, and then they're serving it up on a plate for dinner or something. Well,
Maybe they're not using it as dinner, mate. Maybe
Actually,
they're using it for other aspects.
Want a plunger?
don't you have what's that snake penis? In that,
Snake penis?
In
Snakes
the-
don't have penises, do they?
no, in that perfume on the guy on the. This is time for you to.
Oh,
Maybe that's what they're using the donkey dick for. From Ron Burgundy.
oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you can find it and press play, you dickhead.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
Anyway. So apparently these were falsely declared as cow male genitals, but after due examination, they worked out they were donkeys.
Thorough exposure.
So it's someone's job to examine these.
So bull, so that'd be a bull.
So they've on export they said these are bull penises, and evidently it's someone's job to look at them and say, "No, those are bull penises. Those are
donkey
donkey
cock."
cock."
Are we talking a decent difference in size between a bull and a donkey?
I don't know. I haven't looked at them, but
Donkeys are a smaller animal, though.
Oh, donkey cock.
is that the old N64 game? Or?
Donkey cock.
I couldn't find out the entirety of what that was. But they're after the skin. That was the main reason.
The foreskin.
The whole skin.
And nothing but the skin.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's apparently what they're after. They don't actually describe in this why they want the skin, but but Nigeria is worried that all their work animals are going to be killed off just for the sake of exporting their penises to Hong Kong.
To Hong Kong. Fucking hell.
Bloody Hong Kong. Do you want to get your hands on some donkey cock? So you might as well just get a couple of Nigerians into their national football team and they'll get enough donkey cock. You know what I'm saying?
I do. Very good. What else you got there, mate?
That's about it.
That's all of them.
I think that's enough. That's plenty.
End on the old donkey cock.
Good way to finish.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, that covers a beautiful segment of some weird news from multiple parts of the globe.
What was your favourite story there, Dave, for those stories that we had?
Oh, definitely a donkey. Very intriguing. We still haven't got to the bottom of it yet.
I don't think the Nigerians have either.
I just find it hilarious that they've got someone whose job it is to work out. No, that's not a bull dick. That's a donkey dick.
Have they got pictures like in their book or something like that? Oh no, that's a bull dick. That's a donkey dick.
I'm assuming this guy's an expert by this point. You know, he's looked at enough cock that he can work out which one's what.
Had a few samples. Oh shit. Well, we are just going to take a quick little break. And when we return, we're going to have our decision segment that Dav's really, really looking forward to. So stay tuned.
La 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 la. Yo. What's the deal, nigga? Ain't nothing, Paul. We just here and all that. Trying to get our heads right, get this money right and all that. You know?
And welcome back. We are at the second segment for this evening, which is the fast becoming really, really good decision time with Would You Rather. And it's good to actually open up the floor a little bit, and we're going to ask Dav, our guest this evening, what his sort of preference would be. We'll give him the same one, boys, that we asked previous guests on the pod, which was the bear. I reckon we'll give him the bear one. Or should we do the duck? Should we do the duck one?
Dave, would you rather?
What, Wayne Carey? The duck?
Snort a line with Wayne Carey. Or double team Anthony Stevens' wife.
Is that legit?
Fucking hell.
No, you gotta tell the answer, Dave. You gotta tell us what you reckon.
Are we talking about Anthony Stevens' wife when she was like back in the day?
We've already gone to that.
Yes or no?
Well, whatever you want it to be.
I will go tag team with Steve-O's wife.
You know the duck's gonna punch your face in while you're trying to smack. While you're trying to give her one, duck one will just.
And Steve-O's coming over the crop.
Yeah, and then the duck's gonna give her one and then blame you for it. And he's out of here looking scot-free. Like the same time he walked out of the bloody at the airport with a bag.
The Crown Casino. Oh, but the original question was: would you rather fight an elephant-sized duck or 100 duck-sized elephants?
Jesus. Okay.
There's a good pause there. That's good.
I'm thinking about it, you know.
It's a tough one, isn't it, Dave? What do you want to do?
Well, 100. Oh, that's just too many. I think you'd have to go one duck. Elephants.
Really?
Yes.
Elephant-sized duck.
You reckon you could take on an elephant?
That's
Well,
a
because
big
you can
fucking
weave
duck.
it. Yeah, but you got to imagine you got 100 elephant.
It's true. So you wouldn't kick them all like you do the soccer ball in the defence of Montrose?
Duck-sized elephant.
You can just go underneath and give it a little. Oh, we're using weapons.
No, just your body.
Well, what sort of weapons have you got around your dog?
Oh, you have a fucking axe.
Have you got your ankle? That's a good weapon, isn't it?
Well, if you had a spear,
I'll get
you
my
try to throw a
studs.
spear at a duck first. And then I reckon...
Hey, you guys didn't, let me know what.
There's no weapons.
No weapons.
Just you.
okay.
It's a bare hand
Bare
combat.
hands.
Because remember ducks, and I said this as well to someone else. So remember ducks have got on their little flappers on their
What
flippers.
kind of ducks are we talking about?
A
Those
regular
little-
white duck.
Yeah, it's a duck.
Alright. So
But
you're
he's-
not
but he's
going,
the
are we going
size
the
of an
ones you go
elephant.
see at Lauderdale Lake, or are we
Yeah,
going the?
that's a duck.
That's a duck. But they've got the little talons. They've got those tiny little claws. So you can imagine
So
that
you can go
is an
one-
elephant sized.
Okay.
Yeah, that duck's the size of an elephant.
Yeah.
You take that thing on.
And then 100.
Elephant size, the duck
No, duck-sized elephants. Yeah. So small little elephants running at you with tusks and trunks.
Now I've got one big duck.
What's your tactic? What are you going to do to this duck?
Well, imagine if you had a little hunt. The tusk could kill you, man. They could fucking stab you.
No, it'd be like kicking the fucking toe ball of a car. That's what
That's
I'm
your
imagining.
opinion. That's my opinion. I've seen some T-Rex kill like 100 giraffes today, you know.
You got to get him on the side. You can't take him for these little elephants. Well, yeah, they're going to come at you, but you got to dodge them and then beat them. You got to dodge one and
Yeah, we got 100. You got 100.
yeah, you'll be right. You got 100
I don't
chicks
know.
in you.
You don't know how many 100 is.
Yeah, they're only,
You're thinking only
they're only
4
the
or
size of
5.
a
Come
duck.
here.
They're only the size of a duck.
It doesn't matter.
Nah, you'll be able to boot the shit
I
out of
reckon
them.
one could come over the top of you, smack bang in your face, and then what do? You're dead.
Yeah, well,
You
maybe.
got a tusk in your face. You didn't think about that, did you?
No, there's a good deal of thought process going behind that, Dave. So, well done. But that's slightly different to the ones we have this evening. So, without further ado, I'm going to play the little theme music for this one, and here it is. A reading from the Book of Mac. And he will make one great choice, one that could define his character, between being a wise man or a painter.
When the man comes around, hear the trumpets, hear the pipers.
Lovely little intro there. So we are going to kick it off this evening with the very first question, which I've tried to stump the boys a little bit this evening. But we're going to start off the first one with a liquor-related question. So this name got brought up earlier.
Yeah.
Would you rather sip gin with Ryan Reynolds or shoot tequila with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
It is a good one.
And both those two celebrities both own, or one owns a tequila, the other one owns a gin.
I know my answer.
You were going The Rock, surely.
I'm hanging out with The Rock. I'm doing shots with The Rock. I know I'm doing everything else with The Rock. All fucking night. That's what I'm doing with The Rock. I don't give a fuck about Ryan Reynolds sipping gin. Fuck that.
Do a workout session.
Nah, I'm hanging out with The Rock. I'm fucking taking shots. It's only a couple of shots at the start, and then, yeah.
Would you take a people's elbow, just have a shot with The Rock?
Yeah, and as long as I'm doing nose beers with him straight after as well. And everything else. Get up in the morning and do a gym session with him as well. 24 hours, you got to hang out with me. Anyway, that's me.
Dav, who would you go?
Oh, definitely The Rock.
Really? Why? Is it because tequila you like more than gin, or?
No, I wouldn't even go for the drink. It's just the personality.
Mm-hmm.
Love The Rock. The Rock's the best.
What do you like about him? Is he movies, or you like him from WWE?
A bit of both. You know, he's from Moana.
From where?
You know,
Moana.
yeah,
What,
you
that
know.
cartoon movie.
Yeah, you know, I love my Disney movies.
That is right. So that's where you'd.
Yeah, we'll go to Rock.
What would you do with him? What's the first thing you'd do with him?
Definitely have a drink, have a yarn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What would you bring up? What's the first thing you'd say to The Rock?
Don't put me on a spot like that.
That's the whole idea,
Talk
mate.
shit, mate. I don't know.
Was you telling about?
Where would you be? You'd be fucking hanging on a beach in Florida?
No, I'd say Mexico.
No. Oh, okay.
Well, he's from Florida, so yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
Yep,
Well,
Say, how good's the weather, mate?
that's the first thing you'd say.
I don't know. It depends where you are. You have to know your locations. Obviously, wherever you are, you're going to have different, conversations with people, aren't you?
Do you reckon the first thing you'd say is?
Yeah, and you're ugly.
He's got no hair.
Bang, bang.
That's probably the best line you could do to Ryan Reynolds if you're going to actually walk up to him for the first time.
What's that?
Do something like that and be stupid, and he'd probably actually respect you and go, this different every other time ever. I'll hang out with this guy. You know what I mean? Otherwise, Ryan Reynolds wouldn't even give a fuck about you.
It's probably a good point. He wants difference, point of difference. He doesn't want just someone just sitting there just going, oh my God, Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Yeah, but he's probably used to people walking up making an ass of themselves just to try and be funny.
That's true. Who I'm guessing you're going Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, I'll go Ryan Reynolds just to be different.
Yep. What's your reasoning behind it besides being different?
Oh, fucking Deadpool, man.
Yeah.
But he seems like a genuinely funny guy, and
You reckon you get some good laughs out of that?
He's definitely funny.
Yeah.
Funny, and he's like, blasé about things as well. Like, he'd be a cool to hang out with.
Mm.
Yeah, and I've watched a lot of his stuff, and I don't know, pulling on another TV show. Have you seen Two Guys, a Girl, and Pizza Place?
I think I did see some earlier. That's a TV show, yeah?
Yeah.
I think I saw some early episodes when it used to be on TV.
How young are you?
How young?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Have you not seen
Same
it
age as
before?
John.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it before.
No, I watched the early episodes when it first started out, but that's...
Never got involved?
Nah. But probably if I watched it again, I might actually tickle me fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? What's it about?
Two Guys. No, actually, well, after the first season, the Pizza Place just kind of falls off, becomes a background character, doesn't really contribute much.
So they're actually outside the pizza place,
Yeah,
really.
they are. Yeah.
I never really watched it.
Oh.
Ooh, you suck.
Yeah, okay. So I'd probably go The Rock only because my big love for wrestling, and was a wrestler myself. So.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
Come back up.
What was your special move?
I didn't get that far.
No, can't call yourself a wrestler then.
I was tap out. That's what my special move.
Get the fuck out of the ring. Smack him and blasted one match. Like it didn't last more than fucking 15 seconds in the ring.
I got spat on. Probably got herpes. Wrestling herpes.
In the monkey pit.
In a monkey hold, I reckon I got.
Punched around that ring, I'll tell you what, didn't he? He punched around the ring a few times.
The wrestling ring or the...
Oh, you prick. So 3 rocks and a Ryan. There you go. So very good. So we'll move on to the next one. So in life, would you rather have a pause or rewind button?
Jesus.
Rewind.
Okay, why?
Because you don't need a pause then. If you can rewind, it's a pause is trying to buy time. Rewind, you're still buying time, but it's in the past, so it's better.
But if you rewind, you couldn't pause on something that you might quite enjoy.
Just keep going back and re-enjoying it.
Yeah, but you might keep going too far, then you got to keep living back the 20 seconds you went too far, and
nah.
and it might only be for a snippet, but you might want to pause on that snippet.
Nah.
Yeah, it's pretty much rewind because some mistakes are too much fun to only make once. Do it a second time. Do it a third time. Do it again. Some mistakes are good, huh? Sometimes you do.
What mistakes would these be?
Just, like things that you do that you enjoy, that you fuck up and you fuck someone else up. Like when you get through a set of lights and the person behind you doesn't. That'd be what I would play non-stop.
That wasn't my fault.
I would just rewind and play again that one. Yeah, but anyway, keep going.
What part of your life? Let's peel this back a bit more. So tell me, what part of your life would you rewind back to happily watch again?
I would walk in here, punch you in the nose, and then I'll just rewind it. And I won't do that right now. But you can always just do things like that.
Yeah, but that's you've got one choice to rewind to something. That's the choice you choose.
Nah,
No, you wouldn't rewind back to the days of.
you would constantly rewind and relive your life, but you can't do that. So it doesn't exist. But you've got to use it for the enjoyment that you have at the time of your life anyway.
So you wouldn't rewind it back to your first love?
Nah, fuck. You can't rewind too far, can you?
Who's your first love?
You can't rewind tonight.
Who was your first love?
No, let's just talk about you're not going to rewind further than anything than the last 24 hours, are you?
Wow. Could.
Why would you?
I did some fun stuff when I was in my teenage years. That was good.
Then you have to live it all again.
That's all right.
Fuck, how far are you rewinding back? This wasn't part of the thing.
No, you just rewind, do it for a little bit, then you come back to normal. That's the whole idea. I think that's how it works.
How far are you rewinding back, though? That's the question.
So it'd be, 17, 18 years?
That's too far. Surely
You reckon? What do you mean?
Oh, hey, man. It's like, that's far. That's like half your life.
Yeah. Well, that's where you want to rewind and remember those times.
Well, what are you trying to remember something, or actually you're trying to alter something?
No, you're not allowed to alter. You just rewind and you just get to relive it again. Nothing can be altered. No mention of altering. No altar, boys.
Only because I'm Catholic, mate. That's
Better off just reenacting a rewinded time.
Yeah.
Like go to the strippers. Anyone go to the strippers who haven't been in a long time, and I want to rewind that night when I went last time. Yeah, had a massive night with the boys. So yeah.
So you can rephrase that, Macca, if we can just rewind any moment instead of rewind in time.
It's the same thing, is it?
No, well, I don't think so. What do you reckon, Jono?
I don't know. He wasn't that specific in his description there, you know.
It's true. Pausing can have its advantages, I reckon.
Look, pausing.
Well, you're going to pause mid-climax.
We're going to pause now, and then what?
Wow. You pause yourself at the strippers, couldn't you?
No, what I would have done is I would have paused.
And then
the moment before you punch me in the face.
No. I would have paused the moment you considered getting that drink in your life.
Which drink? Switching phones?
Yeah. And I would have ran over to wherever the fuck you are in the world, and I would have told you not to do it. And then I would have pressed play and just gone, okay, my life is now better. And Macca didn't fucking ever get that drink.
Imagine the space you could have saved in your cabinet if you hadn't got that drink.
There's 2 of those boxes, and they're taking up a fair bit of room, so...
It's a pretty box, but that's fucking about all it is.
Yeah. Fucking beautiful box, but yeah.
Great town. Shit cyclones.
It's probably same as China. A lot of China there.
Oh, shit. All right, so that covers that one. Let's go on to the next one. So, would you rather lose all your teeth or lose a day of your life every time you kiss someone?
Give us that one again.
Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose a day of your life every time you kiss someone?
Yeah, but if you're going to kiss someone, you could kiss 5 people a week, in a month. That's 30 teeth.
No, you're not losing teeth every time you kiss someone.
What did you say?
Days of your life.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
So you either lose all your teeth,
Yes.
or in a separate part, you lose a day of your life every time you kiss someone.
So how old are you going to live to, Dave? You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. And that means then you have to stop giving your kids a kiss, Dave, every day as well.
Yeah.
So fucking hell, that's tough.
Well, they're hard to get to anyway. So
They're like, oh, fuck, get away from me, Dad. I guess that's
So you'll go no teeth?
no teeth.
I'm already halfway there. I've got fuck all teeth left myself anyway, so half of mine are all
I'll go
fake.
because we can get dentures.
Exactly.
We'll be laughing.
Macca, if your teeth were my back fence, my dog would get out every fucking day. How many fucking teeth have you got left?
Look, my teeth are probably the same as...
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
they're holding up. Just that's about it. I reckon I'll go teeth. Your teeth?
Teeth, 100%.
Teeth, Johnny?
Yeah, teeth.
Teeth?
I don't kiss too many people, so I'm not going to count all the days left I've got.
Your dog counts.
Nah, I don't give me a kiss.
And the pillow you rub on yourself every night.
Just give me missus a kiss goodnight. I don't see her in the morning because I'm always out of bed before fucking she is. She's bloody sleeping in every bloody day. So, but yeah. So what's my options? Because I need as many days as I've got.
You haven't got many.
So do I keep my teeth and I can live forever?
No, you don't live forever. It just means that you're not shaving days off every time you kiss someone if you lose your teeth.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't even know what I want to take.
Well, the element comes in here is if you eliminate the fact that you can get dentures, so you say, no, you're not allowed dentures, you have to have gummy. I'll be
Still
on
have
gummy
gummies,
shake.
mate.
You take the gummies?
100%.
Yeah. Do a
I
couple
guess
of
one option.
wet kisses. You wouldn't be able
You don't have to kiss anyone. You still don't have to kiss anyone.
No, but you just, when you do kiss your missus.
Why would you lose your teeth then if you're not going to kiss anyone?
Who gives a I don't care. I don't need to kiss anybody.
That was the alternative. You either get to kiss people but lose a day of your life, or lose your teeth. And
That's a fair call.
If you lose your teeth and you go, I'm not going to kiss anyone now that I don't have teeth, it's like, why did you lose your teeth then?
It's a fair call. It's a fair call.
That's a good way to look at it.
Still looking at teeth.
Yeah.
No teeth.
I think I'll take no teeth.
Yeah, no teeth.
No teeth, Rosco?
Oh, no, I'm with Johnny, whatever he said.
No teeth.
No, I was just arguing with the logic.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was confused with as well.
If you lose all your teeth, keep kissing people because otherwise it was for nothing.
Yeah, that's right. That's the way to look at it.
All right, so on to the fourth and final one. Would you rather be forced to live the same day over and over again for a full year, or take 3 years off the end of your life?
Like doing the end of your life losing sort of thing.
Well, they all sort of came together tonight. I was like, fuck it, put it all together. You never know what's around the corner after this gets out.
Can you repeat the first section?
You want me to do this again? So, would you rather be forced to live the same day over and over again for a full year, or take 3 years off the end of your life?
Can you choose the day?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, you can
I'm going to throw that in there.
Well, then, just relive the day.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Of course you would.
But that's 365 days you're going to relive that day.
How quick does time go by every fucking day anyway?
So what happens if you just slept 3/4 of the day? Get up.
Is that what you do though?
I would.
You'd pick the day that you slept 3/4 of the day.
Hey, how many kids
And it'll go.
How many kids you got? Okay, so that explains a bit of it. And you're always...
Fuck, you'd be well rested at the end of that fucking year.
It'll go quick though. It'll go quick. You got to look for the shortest time.
Fair call.
Then I think I'm going to pick the day of New Year's Eve that goes into summer days, some of those days that I had with D-Man, to get kicked on after summer days. And then we went everywhere. We were up for over 24 hours straight.
You got to do that 3. You'll be fucked.
Yeah, I'll do
No,
it.
but you're not fucked though.
5 days.
Yeah, but it's New Year's Eve every night, so every night's going to be different. So every time you live it, it's going to be different. Dang. That's what you're doing.
So you're going that, Johnny?
Yeah, just relive the same day. I mean, if you look at it as, 1 year versus 3, you may as well lose one.
Not a bad point. It's not a bad point. I
Where
reckon
you got, Macca?
I don't know. Part of me would probably relive the end of season trip that we did up to Bendigo. I reckon one of those nights was an absolute cracker.
If you're thinking about
the one that you chundered at.
I don't want to relive that day.
I'll relive it for you. That was a really, really funny day. Like the night watching the soccer on the tube and everyone at the pub and all that sort of stuff. Like it was good. It was a good time. I mean, there's shitloads of times that you could sit there if you had it all on a spreadsheet 100%. And work out. There'd be stuff you'd be forgetting about, but yeah, you definitely relive the day. Definitely relive the day. Fuck taking 3 years off your life.
Would you be adding 3 years to your life? Would you relive the day to do it every day for 365 days?
That's true.
Or would you add 3 more years to your life?
To your life.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to look at it, right?
Yeah, that makes it a bit harder.
Yeah, yep.
Do you want those 3 extra years? when you're 99, when they're wheeling you out and you're shaking hands with the Prime Minister. That's pretty tough. Don't want to be there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
struggling at 96.
Depends though, because if you end up going young, then you're definitely going to want those extra 3 years.
Nah, don't think about it that way, Johnny. Think about 96.
96, all right. Yeah, you get to 96. Well, you know, do I want to come that much closer to 100 and still not make it? 96 plus 3, you're hitting 99 and you're that one short still.
I reckon your back will be fucked by about 80, Johnny. So 96.
The hammies will be shot.
Let's get to 80, all right?
Yeah.
Let's aim for 80.
No, that's good. That's good. Well, that covers off all four of our decisions to make tonight, Dave. You passed with flying colours. I reckon you had a couple of moments here where you stumbled, but they were good. It was very, very good. So we'll take a quick little brief break, but when we return, we are finally going to be hit. And The Rock says, finally, going to be hit with some hard and spicy truths. So stay tuned.
It's a living thing. It's a terrible thing to lose. It's a given thing.
And welcome back to the final segment this evening, one that we've really been waiting for quite some time, because it has actually been some time since we've actually done this segment in this vicinity, because the last time we were on air, we only did the whiskies, so with the Japanese ones. But yeah, this is
caught up for a bit of a loose segment for a while, have we?
No, but this one's been fantastic, and I must say it's a big credit to our ring-in tonight, Big Dav. He's handled all his whiskies brilliantly tonight, and
given some honest feedback as well.
He has.
Tried. Definitely feeling it now.
He showed up on a shit night too, where we had to serve him up 3 drinks under $70.
Hey, we gave him pretty good ratings. I reckon an average of 7 between 3 drinks is not bad.
Like taking him out for dinner and fucking giving him fish and chips or something. Dave likes the high things tonight.
As you know, I travel around a bit. Anglesey fish and chips.
They are very good. Try Jums.
I'll give it 10 out of 10.
Next time you're in Anglesey, go to Jums.
Drums?
No, not drums.
Jums. With the theme, you know, drums.
Jums, Jums, charcoal chicken. Best charcoal chicken in Victoria. That's what they got rated.
Okay. No, didn't the one in Redville get that one?
Probably, but this one was a few years ago.
With the hot tips about the
charcoal chicken.
Yeah, with the community there looking after the little guys there. That's good again.
You've got the best charcoal chicken around here.
Go on, tell us.
Montrose charcoal chicken and pizza.
Is that the one that does everything? Do they do
he does everything. Yeah. Kebabs, pizza, charcoal chicken, chips, like pastas, everything.
Everything's pretty good.
Mate, his chips, I don't know what he does to them. And the salt, again, he's got some sort of concoction with salt where there's probably crack in it. There's everything else under the sun.
Got you hooked up.
It is addictive salt. And his chips are so different to everyone else's chips, and kebabs are off the chains. Really, really good. But
shout out to fucking Montrose Charcoal Chicken.
Yeah. Number one.
Good guys down there. He works his ass off. He works every day. So shout out to him. But this is the time that we announce possibly the greatest theme music this podcast has ever had. One that deserves a few fist pumpings. And Rosco does that, very much that, when he hears it. So here it is.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, it's always good to hear that music. You know, something good is going to come from it. So with bated breath, Rosco, we need to hear these hard and spicy truths, mate. It's all yours.
I'll tell you what, Macca. Carbon reductions, you got to get onto that shit, mate. That's a hard truth for you. before, and you put your cigarette butt out on your fucking recycle bin, and then you threw your cigarette butt in the bin. The recycle bin, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, carbon reductions, mate. You could do with a few carbon reductions around here, I reckon. A few lessons on bloody recycling or something.
Yes. I won't defend that one.
All right. I'll give you a few tips, mate. When we get that garden out there looking good,
Then they'll be fine.
I'll get you the best fucking worm farm you've ever seen, mate. Don't worry, I'll make it spot on for you.
Just get an ashtray.
Put your cigarettes out the worms, you fucking prick. We'll hook our back deck up soon, eh? Maybe this summer. See how we're going.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you what, the electricity that needs to fuck off.
How are we going to power this podcast if electricity fucks off?
No, I'll tell you one electricity needs to fuck off.
Oh, one electricity, yeah.
Yeah. Static electricity. Mate, it's fucked. Honestly, it gets me. I have to, when I'm going to the fireplace, because I've been wearing me rubber thongs inside. And I go over to the fireplace, and sometimes I get zapped. I'm like, oh man, fucking hell.
I agree with this.
You know, you get a bloody static electricity. Fuck yeah.
Speaking, before I mention what I'm going to mention, you mentioned rubber thongs. I wonder if that'll ever pop up on a whiskey tasting bottle that tastes like rubber thong.
Old gumboots. Bloody chewed up gumboots from the dog.
You make a good point though. The static electricity thing, it is a nightmare. Even in supermarkets, like if Jules is sitting in the trolley, we'll be wheeling around and no shit, I'm just developing static constantly and he's fucking zapping me the whole time. I fucking hate it. And he just loves it. He just laughs. It's just static shit and it gives you the biggest spook ever.
That's so funny. I want to go and watch Jules zap you.
He just does it non-stop because he knows he's going to get a reaction. He doesn't get shocked. He's got the power to fucking shock me.
That is so good. I can't believe that happens. And then I want to watch him do it. I'm going to buy him a chocolate bar. I'll just be there going, Jules, get it again. I'll just do the shop. I'll pay for you shopping that week. If I can be back up, I'll let you choose any shopping you want for a week and I can watch Jules zap you.
He's got some sort of conductor in his pocket. I'm definitely certain that's what the case is because every time you walk around at Woolies, it's fucking bang, shock me dead every time.
Yeah, it needs to fuck off, doesn't it? Well, that's about all the hard truths to go for you tonight. I'll give you 2 good hard truths.
The first one doesn't count. That was just a...
What? The first one was a hard truth, mate. When we get your back deck set up, I'll fucking show you how to be a bloody outdoor warrior, mate. You'll be right.
Outdoor warrior?
You'll be able to run a bloody garden out there for sure. It's easy.
Surely there's one more hard truth. We haven't done one for years. It feels
Hang
like.
on, wait, slow down. I'm going to find me hard truths. I'll see if I've got any truths. Now I can't remember where they are. Wait.
Do you want to even while you're doing that, we'll mention to Dave one of your first, because Dave might not be fully across the pod episodes and all that sort of stuff, and you might have listened to a couple here and there, but some early day, early day hard truths that Rosco did was one of them was the violin, was it?
Yeah, well, Dave, do you know what the sexiest instrument is?
Go on.
It's a violin.
Explain.
It's a violin. Is the sexiest instrument.
Why is that?
Haven't you seen a violin?
Yes.
It's a piece of art. Every violin that there is creates music, and there's fuck all violins. You can get some aged old violins.
How about the cello?
Yeah, but well, I mean, like violins were one of the first musical instruments, and like some of them are 400 years old still.
Yes.
Yeah, you know Stradivarius and all this other shit. They're like priceless possessions in history of time. It's easily.
Yeah, but is it the best instrument you can purchase?
No. I said it's the sexiest instrument is what I said.
Would you agree?
That's your opinion, mate.
That's right. Well, it's just that's a hard truth, Dave. You have to wear that.
I don't have to agree with it either.
No, I'm telling you, it's a hard truth, mate. So fucking bad. I'll tell you another hard truth. Then. Do you want a hard truth?
Yep.
All right, I've got one for you. The best ice cream is Choc Montana Mint Connoisseur. It's the best ice cream that's gone around ever. I'm telling you. You wait till you've had one of these fucking things, and your socks will be blown off.
Hold on. Choc Montana Mint?
Yes.
Where the fuck do you get this from? I've never heard of it.
It's Connoisseur. You know the brand Connoisseur?
Oh, yeah.
You buy that in like a 4-pack.
So it's just a choc mint.
Oh, mate.
But it's from Montana.
I'm telling you, mate, it's a fucking
It's
best.
a fucking Rick and Morty Maximum.
That's nearly the second best.
The Mint Maximon.
Yeah, that one's
That's
a fucking
very
one
good.
too. Yeah.
I haven't heard it, but apparently it's pretty
Oh, mate, I reckon it's nearly there, but this one's better. This Choc Montana Mint. I'm telling you, that's a hard truth for you. You're gonna have to wear that one too, mate.
How much are they?
Oh no, you get like Daniela fucking fills the freezer with them all the time. Come around and have one
She
of
does
my
the shopping.
Come around and have one of my.
I reckon that'd be like a $16 for 4 packs.
16.
Nah,
Surely.
they're like $9. She reckons.
Yeah, for 2.
No, for 4. She's always telling me, they're on special. I got all 4 for $9, so it's only like $2.
How can it be affordable if they're bringing Montana mints?
All the way from Montana.
That's a fair way.
Way.
For $9 sale.
Yeah, I know. Well, fuck it, they're putting in some hard work, aren't they? So that's it, mate. That's the hard truth for tonight, Dave. What do you reckon?
One more, mate. One more.
Well,
fucking one more.
This
Here
is
we
where
go.
the spicy truths come into it.
Ooh, here
So-
we go.
He's given us some hard truths.
I've got spicy truths as well to tell you, Dave. Do you want a spicy truth?
Let's go for it.
Well, I've got heaps of them. I'll tell you a few, but hang on, boy, wait, slow down. We've got some options. Before this happens, Macca, we need to get on the drink, and I'll tell you my honest opinion on this drink, how we went.
Yeah.
Better with ice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not that good. So it's a blended Irish
Whiskey.
blend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rowan Co.
Rowan Co.
Yeah. What did you have? You had the Ronza Carpa.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it?
Gone?
Yeah, it's all right.
With ice or without?
It's a $220 body. I'd be hoping for a bit of, it's all right. A bit better than that. Got to remember you're drinking a rum. You're not drinking a whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Try it with a bit of ice.
Throw some ice in, Johnny.
Yeah.
What's the best you can do? Because if it's not good now, chuck some ice in.
It's like any other rum.
It shouldn't be. It's fucking $220 rum.
Is this the Ryan Reynolds fucking rum or something?
He doesn't have a rum.
What's he got?
Gin.
Is it good?
Yeah, aviation.
Where's that? Have you got a bottle of that?
I did.
Oh,
I drank it.
fucking hell, Macca. Didn't even share with the boys on the podcast.
This is before.
How would you like a Ryan Reynolds aviation gin, Dave? Fucking hell.
Okay.
I know.
Just, yeah, I don't know. We'll get to it.
Well, what's the rocks?
Terra Madra.
Terra Madra.
I think it's Terramana.
Terramana.
Wait, grab us a Dubliner. I'm going to have a Dubliner as well.
That's what I'm having. That's what Dave's got.
It's good drinking it, Dave.
Very nice, yep. It's a good drop.
Got some more?
I'm going to say no, mate. I'm not going to say no till you go catch ya.
We know the last time you didn't say no. You fell asleep on a fucking couch.
Probably will again.
Watching. Oh, Napoli's finished.
No, they're done.
Yeah, they scored in the 90th minute.
That's right, they did too.
Chuck it on Spain. This is only 30% alcohol, Dave. So you can drink more of it.
It's better.
Yeah. Just keep drinking it. You can't say no, can you? It's a good drink.
Mate, we've gone for 24 hours straight. We've only got a few hours left.
Fucking hell, Dave. Have a good relaxing
3
morning,
hours.
mate.
21 hours have been up before.
Make sure the...
21.
Yep.
All right, so Dave, basically how this works with Spicy Truth, Rosco usually gives us at least what, Johnny? Three, maybe 4 sometimes to try and choose from.
It gives us an option.
Gives us options. That's what we like on this podcast, is options.
I'll tell you a spicy truth straight off the bat, Dave.
Go on, mate.
Well, remember when we were showering at the game in Ashburton?
Ashburton.
Dave has a small cock. Anyway, me and Dave have a shower together. Dave, just that's a spicy truth for everyone. Nah, joking, Dave. You're massive. You've got a huge cock. Look at Dave. He's got the old...
Hello!
He's got the old... Dave's got the old donkey cock.
Have you got the ball?
Paul's got a huge cock anyway, so that's fine.
Nigerian donkey. That's what it was.
So, Dave, I've got a couple of spicy truths for you. What do you want to hear? You want to hear a spicy truth tonight?
Spicy, mate.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Come on.
I'll give you
Give
a
us the
couple of
options.
options here, mate. I'll give you the Weekend Warrior story. I'll give you the Dr. Death. I'll give you the Joyride. I'll give you Greg the Animal.
Can you repeat that last one?
Greg the Animal Steel. He said,
That's my mate, Greg. No. Well, I'll give you the Tirana run. They've got heaps of spicy shoes for you.
hold on, the Tirana run.
Yeah, there's Tirana run, and they'll give you the best wife in the world as well. There's that
Alright,
option. So,
so-
there's fucking 7.
We're going to take 2 out of these spicy trees.
Fuck off.
Dav's going to do one.
Listen to I'll give them back to you in
Yes.
order, all right?
Do a
You got to
quick
pick two.
rerun.
Dav's going to choose one, and Jono and I are going to choose the other.
All right, cool. So I've got the best wife in the world. I've got the Weekend Warrior. I've got the Dr. Death. I've got the Joyride. I've got Greg the Animal. And I've got the Tirana Run. So there you
We'll
go.
go Dr. Death.
Dr. Death, yeah.
Good. This is a good
spicy
story.
truth. It's a fitting night where I share this spicy truth.
And speaking of the Wicked Warrior, we have already done that.
Well, yeah, so you got a good option. You got a good option here. So,
I'm glad you didn't choose Wicked Warrior because I've already heard it.
all right, that's good.
So Dr. Death.
Dr. Death for you, Dave. Well, everyone knows I'm a good bloke. I'm a fucking loyal bloke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you find out this information about me, you won't tell anyone about me.
Well, all right, let's go with that.
It's a good
Let's hope no one's going to listen
It's
to
a good
this.
starting point for this. Anyway, but what we will say is, from time to time, Dave, you've played soccer with me.
Mm.
And, yeah, so can I actually say this? I could go to jail. But what would the worst case be scenario?
What do you mean?
Nah, I'm all right.
You just
Dave, I'll
bullshit.
tell you the story.
Nah, it's just a lie, yeah.
Yeah, this didn't happen to me, but it might happen to someone else.
This may or may not be factually true.
You know, we played soccer together how many years, Dave?
10 years, let's
Remember-
say, for instance.
How many red cards have I had in that time?
I wouldn't.
How do you go
We'll
with
go
that
on average of 1 a year, so that's 10.
It's probably more. Yeah. I've had a few red cards. I had plenty of yellows. But regards to that, how many premierships have we won, Dave?
Ooh, 1 or 2.
Could be 3. We fucking played a long time together.
I'd say 2.
Fuck
I
off.
might have missed 1 year. We'll go with you went for 3 and I went for 2.
No, I reckon there's at least 3 with you. But I can't remember, to be honest, because we've got so many premierships. And it's such a good club and all the blokes are good blokes. But there's one referee who's not a fucking good bloke, and his name is Dr. Death. And that in the early days, the guys that were there in the early days, Dr. Death. You guys remember him? You weren't there.
Yeah.
You remember him?
John, I reckon you would definitely remember him.
Yeah, I do
more than
remember.
myself.
Dr. Death, the one day came and stood next to me on the bus home from fucking Melbourne Victory when the trains weren't running.
Yeah.
And you had to catch a fucking bus home from Box Hill. And he got positioned right beside me as a Victory supporter. That I was like, this is the worst 20 minutes of my fucking life. Having to sit next to this. I'm like, I'm not talking to you. I'm like,
Did he remember you?
Yeah, he's the biggest fucker. I'm not going to beep out a few words, do I? Anyway, he's not a good person and he's a terrible referee. So anyway, let's move on. I got a couple of red cards in the early days, there's no doubt about it. But Dave, this guy, one day he was refereeing at the club and he was refereeing on the bottom pitch.
Yes.
And we were playing senior game on the top pitch afterwards and he was refereeing the early game. And you know, like, there was a distinguishable feature about his vehicle that guaranteed that it was his vehicle.
What was that?
I'm not going to say what it was.
We might not have it anymore.
No, that doesn't matter. I'm just going to say there was a distinguishable feature about his
There's a
vehicle.
dick on it?
No.
The donkey cock?
No. There was,
Nigerian.
anyway. So while he was refereeing that game on the bottom pitch, I sat on the front of his car with a stone and scratched the word shit on the front of his vehicle, and then jumped on the top pitch, and I got best on ground that day, and he gave me 3 votes. So, anyway, that's a Dr. Death story.
Fucking hell. So he's given you the royal chalice and you've just fucking scratched up his ride.
Prior to that, he suspended me for like 9 weeks, I think it was, or something. He was a referee that time when I got sent off and Jace biffed this bloke.
Oh, that story.
Yeah, that's the week before it. Or there's
When Jay saw you get hit and then he ran in and belted the shit out of that bloke.
good story to bring back up when fucking the old JBB
He's
is
a
on the
copper.
podcast. Can't get him on the podcast, he'll lose it.
Sorry, he's a handyman.
Yeah, studied at Kent.
Okay. Yeah, wow. So do you think you're actually worthy of that 3 votes for that game?
Definitely.
Yeah, wow.
I think we won 2-1, 2-0 that day, 2-1. So anyway,
What position were you playing?
centre back.
Centre back, yeah.
Yeah, didn't get red carded that day, did I? First game back for the year.
Were you and Brimmer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good game. Actually, Brimmer did score a goal that game, I think.
Did he?
Yeah. But anyway, that's not the point. That's the story is that guy's a bad guy.
How did he get Dr. Death then?
That's his name. That was his name.
Why was his name? What was his real name?
Well, everyone who played at the game in the early years knew this referee was just like the worst referee there was ever.
So he's Dr. Death because that's a character of something that he looks like. It has to be something like that.
But anyway, glad no one knows who Dr. Death is. And you've never met him, so it doesn't matter. Dave, you don't know him either, but it's a fitting story because it's the...
I've heard this story. It's good.
Yeah, the four blokes here from the soccer club, which is good.
Very good. Very good.
Our soccer club's Croydon Soccer Club, by the way.
Good old, the old Donners.
Yeah. So that's your spicy truth for tonight, guys. That's all I'm sharing you.
No, me and Johnny are choosing one now. So give us the options again without the fucking Weekend Warrior and without Dab's one that he just chose. So what have we got left?
I'll give you some other options for a spicy truth, all right? You got the best wife in the world?
No.
Why not?
You've told us that before.
Nah, she's a winner, mate.
Yeah, we know what Daniela's like. She's a ripper.
We've got the weekend winner.
The weekend winner?
Weekend warrior.
No, we've already heard that.
We've got the Joyride. I've got the Greg the Animal. And I've got the Tirana Run. Right?
Look.
And these are some serious spicy truths that I can't divulge. Divulge too much information.
All right, me and Johnny got to weigh this up here. So, the Greg the Animal, that he laughed really heavily when he said that, and I can see some shit about that would be quite funny. Joyride is pretty appealing because you never know what might happen on that. And what was the other one? The Tirana.
Tirana Run?
The Tirana Run. We're not doing the wife thing because we know Daniela's a champion.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. So the animal or the Tirana?
Are you thinking those two out of those two?
Yeah, I'm thinking between those two.
Tirana is probably just going to be some fucking bullshit bloody world record. He reckons he broke at fucking Calder Park or something with a Tirana.
A bit more spicy than that, mate.
Yeah,
it's a bit more
in the back of a Tirana then.
It's a bit more spicy than that.
I'm still thinking Greg the Animal, but what do you think?
Greg the Animal.
All right, we're going Greg the Animal.
Glad you chose Greg the Animal because I want to introduce you guys to a bloke that I did my apprenticeship with.
Yep.
Greg the Animal.
How are you, Greg?
He's a fucking top bloke. Haven't seen him in years. Top bloke. So Greg was a mate of a mate who started his apprenticeship with me about 18 months after I started my apprenticeship. Mm-hmm. So I was like a couple of years ahead of him. And at this time as well, I had another good mate who started our apprenticeship. So the three of us sort of worked together with me old boss. And I was sort of the boss of these two guys and they two good chippies as well.
Yep.
Anyway, Greg the Animal. Top bloke. So I'll give you a Greg the Animal story because he's done a lot of shit.
What sort of shit?
Well, he's just Greg the Animal.
He's loose?
So you want to hear a Greg the Animal story, do you?
Yeah.
Right. Well, one time, you know, when we were here, we were renovating your house and we played that little trick. Well, Mel,
with the spider.
Yeah, what we do.
And we got the huntsman, or Rosco got an 80-year-old huntsman that had been living underneath the fucking, or in the walls, and he kindly placed it near...
on the noggin.
On the noggin
right,
where
Mel was going to walk in that day and see what progress we made. And what happened, Macca?
Spooked the shit out of it.
Yeah. So what happened? What was their reaction?
Oh, yeah, I think a couple of drops of wee came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you see it, like, because when they die, they're fucking this big, aren't they? They're pretty big.
Rigor mortis sort of sets in with an old huntsman.
Yeah. What's that? Their joints get a bit fucked. Bit stiff, you know what I mean? So, you know, anyway, they're big bastards, but what we do is, like, every time we see one, we always just fucking leave it out somewhere where someone will see it or throw it at someone or something. Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah.
Like a ninja star. Anyway, yeah. Well, this is part of the story. This is Greg the Animal, right? So Greg the Animal, every time we saw one, this is where we learned this trick, is you always leave it out. It was always one of his things he does. Anyway, so I found one day, right? I'm like, Greg, I dare you to eat it. He goes, fuck off. I'm not going to eat it. I've gone, yeah, eat it. He goes, all right. If you can ninja star it in and get me in the mouth, I'll eat it. No worries. It's on the other side of the room. I'm like, all right, it's probably not going to happen. But at worst case scenario, what we'll do is we'll hide it somewhere where someone else will see it. I might get one chance here. Right? Bang.
Straight in.
Yeah, straight in his mouth. He just had to chew it. He just had to eat this fucking huntsman. Covered in dust. The thing was fucked. It was like paper thin. Anyway, That's a Greg the Animal Spice of Truth for you. And I've got heaps more Greg the Animal Spice of Truth. Don't worry about that. So,
That is ripper.
yeah.
So did he chew it?
Yeah, he ate the fucking thing.
He swallowed.
Well, that's how it goes. If you're going to make a bet, if you make a bet, and it lands in your mouth, you're going to eat the fucking thing, aren't you? So,
You wish you Ninja starred the barbecue chicken pizza to me instead of give $1,000 to me.
no, Mackie, you done yourself proud there. You ate a slice of fucking pizza. So well done. $1,000 to you.
$1,000.
So, money to the boys is what it's all about.
That's what it's about.
The boys.
Speaking of which, Dave, how'd you enjoy your night?
Very good, mate. Been very, very lovely.
What was your highlight, mate?
Just been with the boys.
Been with the boys.
Good session.
You can't beat that.
What's something that was a standout for you? Was it one of the drinks, or was it maybe one of the segments that we did? Or
I think all round drinks, like variety, very good.
Yep.
So
And none of them
you
are open,
can't
but
complain.
none of them are open. He keeps opening these shit bottles and he's like, I'll have one of these, have one of these.
I haven't fucking done that. I opened a $220 bottle tonight for Jonny.
And then when you open the bottles, you talk them up and then we're like, oh, Macca, your drinks aren't that good, are they?
He just opened two
Barm and Macca.
bottles of 200 bottles. Two 200 bottles for me.
Sounds like Barman Macca needs a couple of bottles of lemonade underneath the fridge there or something, doesn't he?
You know what I need to do?
What?
I need to go and get that Schwizzing Fung and Ninja Star at your fucking head.
That'd be the best thing you could do with it. Otherwise, at least just tip it in this fucking sink and recycle it, please. Because you need a couple of lessons on recycling.
He's about to paint his house. He can save it for cleaning up afterwards.
Not a bad
That's
point.
good, yeah.
Smells nice.
Paint cleaner, yeah.
It smells real good.
Yeah. Smells, scent's nice. Anyways, just your drink. But yeah, Dave, that's one you didn't get. So if anyone comes in and wants to taste test the worst drink in the world and contract COVID again.
Just don't drink Napoleon.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get around Napoleon. Don't worry about that.
That's definitely the worst drink in the world.
We've got one each now. So anyway.
Johnny's going to produce up next.
Yeah, here we go. Put him as punishment.
I'm sure I can find some piece of shit.
Very good, very good. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for this evening. And usually at this point in time, we get left with a really good bit of, what would you call it, Johnny? It's wisdom.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Touch of wisdom.
Touch of wisdom. Touch of Rosco wisdom, which he sort of brings forward to the table. And I think the people are better off from hearing it. So to round us out, Rosco?
Yep.
Solid.
And that's all.
My mouth's a bit dry to rip out something real quick, so I can't really give you something.
You eating Huntsman's, are you?
Nah, I've had too much to drink, too much to eat. I'm glad my lips are a bit sealed because I've actually revealed too many spicy trees. So I might
Poor Greg.
I might leave it here for tonight. So thanks for listening, guys.
No, fucking bullshit. We need your logic.
No, I've got no logic.
No wisdom. I'll give you 2 minutes if you need it. We need a wisdom.
Oh,
We need a wisdom too.
The last wisdom was good, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, wasn't it? All right, Macca, I'll give you a fucking finishing story.
Yep.
A determined soul will do more with a rusty monkey wrench than a loafer will accomplish with all the tools in a workshop. So you fucking deal with that, Macca, and deal with your recycling. Because once we build this deck, I'll sort you out. And you get in this bloke for his recycling.
I have no idea what that thing meant. But we've been having a crack with Big Mac, John Boy, and Rosco. And tonight's ring in for this evening, Big Dav. He's been sensational. Let's see it all off, and we will catch you on the next pod. Take it easy.
When I see you